12, 11.
The Fisheries Division of Michigan's DNR goes to great lengths to continually gather more information to help make decisions regarding regulations for sport fish.
We use it to determine if our regulations are working, if there's any management actions that might need to occur on a particular lake. We can also use it to compare region to region, just to kind of monitor across the state how our lakes are maybe adjusting to climate change, to development, things like that. Northern pike, 19.9.
As well as other species.
So for the non-game species, we only do inch bends because we're not collecting aging data for them, but you'll see with the game species, we're a lot more particular about our measurements.
One important method for gathering info is to conduct surveys on various bodies of water throughout the state.
Not too dramatic of a catch. Today we are conducting a status and trend survey. So we do this across the state. Each unit does their own and their coverage area, and we use the same gear, same protocol, so that we can make comparisons from a lake here to a lake in the UP to a lake by Detroit. And it is to look at the whole fish community. So we're kind of getting a community-wide assessment by doing this protocol. Big old carp. We use this to age them back in the lab. Well, they do anyways. Oh yeah.
For this survey, several different methods are utilized to collect the fish.
So we have pike nets, trap nets, gill nets, small mesh pike nets. So those are set for like baby bluegill, darters, minnows, things like that. And then we have our electro fishing that we do at night. Black crappie, 10.2, 13. 14, 31.7. Another bluegill, 5.9, 19 on the dot. Both of those had
Bike marks.
Yeah. You want scales? Yeah.
The 3 DNR employees performing this survey work closely to gather these fish, measure them, and collect samples from them, as well as to record the data that is obtained.
27 on the dot. 43-inch northern pike. That was actually a recap from yesterday. It was pretty wild to see. And then a brown trout. The lake is hydraulically connected to the Cedar River, which does have brown trout. There's a brown trout. They're following me. What in the world? In itself, not a trout lake at all. It is shallow. 90% of the lake is 15 feet. The deepest spot is right here in front of the dam at like 25 feet. Very vegetated, not cold. So it was pretty crazy to see the brown trout in here, but they definitely make their way into these impoundments sometimes and just kind of poke around. So that was pretty cool.
Although not many determinations are made immediately, these surveys are extremely beneficial long-term in drawing conclusions as to how the populations of different specific species are doing. This data can be used to inform regulators about whether or not changes to rules concerning angler activity should be recommended.
We typically use it, in my case anyways, as kind of a red flag indicator. This would be where northern pike is a great example on the lake because it does have the special pike reg. So in our last status and trend survey in 2009, they saw that pike were growing well below the statewide average. And we know that again because we use the same protocol here that we use in every other lake, so we can make those comparisons. And because it was growing below the statewide average, we did a discretionary survey that targeted northern pike when they were spawning, so when they're inshore, to verify that slow growth rate and then make a management recommendation of having the special pike reg of 5 pike, no minimum size limit.